I set out to prove a black man could stand a fair trial here in the South. That we're all equal under the eyes of the law. But that's not the truth. Because the eyes of the law are human eyes. Yours and mine. And until we can see each other as equals, justice is never going to be even-handed. It will remain nothing more than a reflection of our own prejudice. So until that day, we have a duty under God to seek the truth. And not with our eyes or our minds where fear and hate turn commonality into prejudice, but with our hearts. But we know better. Now, I want to tell you a story. And I'm going to ask y'all to close your eyes while I tell you this story. I want you to listen to me, but I want you to listen to yourselves. This is a story about a little girl walking home from the grocery store one Sunday afternoon. I want you to picture this little girl. Suddenly, a truck races up. 2 men jump out and grab her. They drag her to a nearby field where they tie her up, and they rip her clothes from her body. Now, they climb on her. First one, then the other. Raping her, shattering everything innocent and pure. Vicious thrusts in a fog of drunken breath and sweat. And when they're done, after they've killed her tiny womb and murdered any chance of her to bear any children, to have life beyond her own, they decide to use her for target practice, where they start throwing full beer cans at her. They throw them so hard it rips the flesh from all the way to her bones. And they urinate on her. Now comes the hanging. They have a rope. They tie a noose. Imagine the noose getting tighter around her neck. And with a sudden blinding jerk, she's pulled into the air, and her feet and her legs go kicking, but they won't find the ground. The hanging branch ain't strong enough, though it snaps, and she falls back to the earth. So they pick her up. They throw her in the back of the truck, and they drive down to Foggy Creek Bridge, where they pitch her over the edge. Oh, and she drops some 30 feet to the bottom below. Can you see her? Her raped, beaten, body broken. Can you see her? Soaked in their urine, soaked in their semen, soaked in her blood. Can you see her? I want you to picture that little girl. Now imagine she's white,